Let's go through the do's and the don'ts of the high bar squat. The first thing, try not to wear runners. If you wear big spongy runners, it's very hard to get stability. Your ankles are going to be trying to look for stability all of the time. You know, it's like putting a mat down on the ground and squatting on top of a mat. You wouldn't do that. So ideally speaking, try not to use a pair of squishy runners. Use something flat, like a pair of skateboard shoes, cons, chucks, barefoot if you want, if your gym allows it. But that's just going to be best in terms of stability. Second thing, this is a hip thrust pad, not a squat pad. If I see you using this, there'll be wars. Get rid of it. Why? Because when you have that pad on your back, it's actually on your neck. And that's why you're using it, because the bar is hurting your neck. That means the bar is in the wrong position, not that you should be using the pad in the first place. And when you have the bar that high up your neck, it changes the mechanics of the squat and it actually tilts you forward. So you're never going to get into a good position and it's always going to feel crap and you're always going to use that pad. How do we fix it? It's a simple fix actually. So I want to grab under the bar, grab. Now I want you to think about doing a lat pull down behind your head. Now you can see all the musculature of my upper back is all flexed here now. And that's where the bar is sitting, up on my traps, not on my neck here. So take our position, squeeze our traps, take a step, one more step. Now from this position, you're dropping into a deep squat. You want to keep your chest up nice and proud. Control the weight into a deep stretch, keeping your heels firmly on the floor before returning back to the starting position. The foot position that you take, it's down to personal preference. Some people have a wider squat. Some people have a more narrow squat. Wherever you feel like you can get into a deep, comfortable position that you're able to generate a lot of force. Same again with the toe position. Your toes can be at 12 o'clock or you could turn them out a little bit, maybe 10 and 2 o'clock, totally fine. Pick what's comfortable for you. Now the main thing is when you're squatting, whatever direction that your toe is traveling, your knees should also be traveling. So you can see I'm driving my knees out there. None of this crack, we don't want to see that. You're not stacking the joints, it's going to be very uncomfortable. You won't want to squat for long after doing that. Now a couple of things to note here. If you have extremely long femurs or really poor calf mobility, or both, the worst of both worlds, what's going to happen is you're going to come in under the bar, you're going to squat down, and you're going to be like, oh shit, I'm stuck here. Now I don't want you to keep squatting like this forever. We can fix it. First thing to do is to pop me over a video so I can actually see how you're moving. I'll know if it's your femur length or I'll know if it's your calf mobility. If it's just the fact that your femurs are super long, quick fix. You are going to throw your heels up on a pair of plates. So you'll place these down where you would normally squat and you would just put your heels up on top and that's how you'll do your squat. Now what this will do, it'll allow you to be more upright. Drop into a deeper squat and it'll feel a lot more comfortable for you. Now, if we think it's an issue with calf flexibility, you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to use these for now, but I do encourage you to start doing some calf mobility work. So these counterbalance squats are great. You can drop into a deep squat, drive in to your knee, 2 to 3 seconds. Left side, 2 to 3 seconds. You feel a big stretch in the back of your leg, in your calf, and come back up. Now you will do 3 to 5 reps. You might do 1 or 2 sets. And this will improve over time. One more calf stretch that'll help you as well. You're going to bring your foot up towards the edge of a rack, a wall, a door, doesn't really matter, and place it about 2 inches away. Keeping your heel firmly on the floor, drive your knee into the rack, door, bench, whatever it is, touch, bring your foot back a little bit further, touch. I'm quite flexible in the calves, so I have to come back about 6 or 7 inches. Now, right as my knee is about to touch that rack, I'm feeling a massive stretch in the back of my calves. Driving my heel down, holding it there for a second or two, and then back. Push the heel into the floor, drive the knee forward, big stretch, hang it there for a second, and come back. Same again, you can do 2 or 3 sets of about 5 reps here as well. And you should notice instantly that your calf flexibility will improve. But at the same time, if your squat is just feeling like crap, it's not going to fix it overnight. You'd be much better off using the plates put under your heels and then improving your calf flexibility as you go along. If you keep doing squats with poor range of motion while you're waiting for your calves to start to loosen out and improve their mobility, what's going to happen is you're going to ingrain a really bad motor pattern And once you have this motor pattern here, and you're doing squats like this for weeks and weeks and weeks, it's very hard to get rid of it. So I'd rather you throw your heels up into a wee little wedge, able to drop into a super deep squat, and then over time, when your calves become more flexible, you are going to be able to get rid of them. Or, as I said, if you have super long femurs, you might just always be using those wee plates for the back of your heels, or investing in a pair of squat shoes. Always a good option, but not something you have to go and rush out and do. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching.